So Scott, overall you've got 2:10:55 marathon personal best to your name, the fastest Brit in the race this year. Obviously all the attention's been on Mo. Kind of what are your goals going into London in 2014?
I think just to kind of get back to where I was in Berlin in 2011. So, hopefully I can run a PB on Sunday, and just have a solid race and sort of get back on track to having a successful marathon career, I guess.
And in this build-up, you've kind of gone away from training mostly on your own, and you've now got Chris Thompson as a training partner. How's that worked out?
Yeah, training with Chris has been good. Like you mentioned, the last few marathons I've been training on my own. I've had help from various people, but the majority of the stuff has been, just on my own basically. But having Chris this year has been great. Someone to train with, and also switched coaches as well in November. So coached by Alan Story. So it's been helpful. His knowledge is ridiculous how much he knows about marathon running. So, training with Chris, doing the same sessions, and just keying off each other has been good.
And what's the camaraderie been like between the two of you?
Yeah, it's been good. There's no. Some people might say, oh, you're racing each other, you're going to get, in training sessions, it's going to get a bit, heated or competitive. But, to be honest, there's absolutely nothing like that. It's, we both got the same goal. We both want to run well in London, and hopefully training together can have a good result.
And switching from Rob Chapman to Alan Story in this build-up, kind of what are the major changes that he's made to your training to try and prepare you better?
It's just a different kind of work. Just sort of still, obviously with a marathon, you have to put in the miles and things, and we've been running a lot of miles, and it's a different way of training. I think with Chapman, I was just getting a little bit stale. I still ran all my PBs under Chapman, and I liked his training. It was good, but just training with Alan gave me the opportunity to have Chris as a training partner, and just a fresh approach to it really. I think everyone can get a little bit stale if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and that's kind of what I'd been doing since Berlin. We kind of worked so well in Berlin. It was kind of why change it? And then I went to did the Olympics marathon, and then didn't run very well there. I then wanted to sort of get back on the horse, as it were, and have another good performance. So I went out to New York. New York got cancelled because of the hurricane, and then it was another 4 weeks. I went out to Fukuoka and ran 2:14 out there, which was okay, but not what I wanted, but it was an average run. And then I just had a few injury issues with London last year, and also Berlin last year as well. I've had one good performance, one average performance, and one terrible performance. So, hopefully this time around it can be another good performance.
And you talk about London and Berlin, kind of how does the atmosphere compare? I imagine the home crowd must help here in London.
Yeah, I mean, the best crowd I've ever experienced in my whole running career has been the Olympic Games in London on the streets for the marathon. It was just deafening the whole way round, just absolutely ridiculous. Just my ears were ringing after the race just from the sheer amount of noise there was. And generally London gets good crowds for the marathon. Probably even more so this year with as you mentioned, Mo running, and the weather looks reasonable this weekend. So hopefully that encourages more people to come out and watch. So I think the atmosphere will be good. Berlin is one big loop around the whole city. So I think there was crowd, but not the crowd you get at London or any major event that you seem to get in the UK. There seems to be a lot of crowds, a lot of interest in athletics.